Hi everyone, Olivia here today for my Cast Off Thursday video on Friday. I've been gone because I just have had a lot of stuff going on and I haven't had too much time tonight. I've had some, but I just wanted to wait until I had more than one thing done. So, firstly, this is the first thing I finished since I last saw you. Some of you may recall, this is a free pattern by the way, so check it out, it's kind of awesome. But I cast this on in August and I lost it for a while, which was really upsetting because I was using two sets of my two different tips from my interchangeable set and two cords. I couldn't find it after I moved to my grandparents' house and I was freaking out about it, but I've just recently found them. And this was knit with Knit Picks Brava, chunky or bulky. And I don't remember the color. I think it's called Wine. I'm not totally sure about that. But the hat, it turned out nice. The one in the pattern is a slouchy hat. And my cousin does like slouchy hats, and I was going to do it, but this yarn, I don't know if you can tell, it's pretty stiff. It doesn't really drape very well, and this is after it's been washed once, too. So I just decided, I mean, she can always wear it kind of like this on the back of her head and kind of just, it's sticking out straight because of my hair, but you can it does kind of slouch down if you wear it on the back of your head, but I like the pattern. My main beefs though with it are the hat is made out of a bulky weight yarn, but it's knit. The ribbing is knit with a size 6, which was really tough to do, and then the main body was knit with an 8, which I would normally use a 7 or an 8 for a worsted weight, so it was kind of tough knitting, and that's also kind of why it stands up on its own. And so I think that it would have been nicer if I had used a little bit of a thinner yarn with this pattern, but that's what it called for, so that's what I used. The other hat that I finished that I have here is this one. I got this yarn at a Joann's in, I don't know, they have these mill-end bags now, and so I have no idea at all what this yarn is. It's really soft. It's definitely an acrylic. Kind of has an acrylic-y sheen to it that I don't really care for. This is also an acrylic, but it doesn't have that sheen, and I appreciate that because I don't like when yarn is kind of shiny. It just looks kind of cheap to me, but I think this still looks nice. I mean, it doesn't look terrible, but this will, I don't know, probably go to charity, honestly, because it's nothing overly exciting. The other hat I knit I don't have with me right now because I left it at home, but I'll insert a picture of it here. And that's my lovely boyfriend modeling it for me. He wasn't too thrilled when I asked him to model it, but he did anyway. What a good boy. Okay, so on to works in progress. I am working on two things right now. This isn't even very far, so me showing you is really just quite pointless, but I've got some ribbing on a hat using Vanna's Choice because I got some from somebody at some point. I'm trying to go through my stash as much as possible right now because I do have a lot of yarn that I am not totally in love with, but sorry, I had to reach out to grab something, but it'll do. So I use it for presents and stuff for people that, you know, maybe don't want to take the time to hand wash stuff, and that's fine. So, sorry, I just have a bunch of random stuff in here because I was just at my boyfriend's parents' house, and I always come home with a lot of stuff in their house. So the other thing I'm working on is this cowl. It's going to be a cowl. It's just a scarf right now. But this is what it looks like. So it's just kind of transitioning through different colors. It gets a little thinner here because the yarn is thinner, but whatever. Tough nuts. You're just going to have to deal with it, Liz. It's going to Ian's sister for Christmas. So I'm just kind of using up scraps with some ice yarn that I had. I have 8 skeins of this. It's actually nice though. It's got, let's see. Yeah, it has 25% alpaca, 50% merino wool, and then 25% acrylic. So it's a nice blend. Once I'm done with this thing, I will probably total just brain fart. I will probably make some hats with it, is what I was going to say. Wow. I'm on fire today, guys. Oh, my other work in progress that is about this. It's just a little disc right now, so I'm not even going to bother showing it because I'd have to reach on the screen again, and that's just silly. But I'm working on some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle hats for my little boy cousins for Christmas. I think they'll really enjoy them. And my last thing that I'm going to be doing, I haven't started it yet, but I found this frame at Goodwill. And I do actually kind of like the picture too. It's not bad. But I also found, so I got that for $2.50, and it's just like a really funky, cool, huge frame. And I got this kit for a, oh, nope, that's a car invoice. Okay, I guess I just lost it. Well, what the heck? Sorry. Oh, here it is. It's under the laptop. It's just under you guys. You're hiding it from me. I got this for $1. And I'm not actually going to make this because, you know, wolves are cute and all, but I'm not going to make a wolf cross-stitch thing. Plus, look at how long that would take. Because that picture is for this piece of material. Not going to happen. I don't mind cross-stitching, but I don't love it that much. So what I'm going to do is try to make something to fit this frame. And I'm going to cross-stitch something, I don't know, maybe a Bible verse or something, I don't know. Or an inspirational quote. And it'll be a Christmas gift for somebody. Depending on what it ends up being, I don't know who it's going to be for, but I think it'll be really pretty. If I really like it, I'm not giving it to anyone. I'm going to be bad. But the only thing I'm concerned about is the back of this thing. So it's screwed on, and I'm just kind of worried that when I take the screws off and put in the new thing, it's going to not stay very well when I screw it back in. But we'll find out. I'm not really a fix-it type of gal, but I can figure things out usually between me and Ian. Anyway, I hope you guys have been doing really well. Make sure to check out the other cast-off crew members in the description box below. Their links will be there. Oh, and all of the links to the patterns that I used will be below too if you want to check those out and use one of the patterns. And that is everything. I will see you guys next time. Bye.